The Chang River is the mother river of Jingdezhen. With its headwaters in the Yellow Mountains, its part upstream to Jingdezhen has a slightly different name, denoted by a homophonous Chinese character, the only difference being an additional component that symbolizes a gate. While losing the gate in its name, the river opened many more gates for Jingdezhen. Her stream supplied the old town with porcelain-making resources. Her currents carried its products for the world to adore.
Born in green mountains and clear waters, Jingdezhen's porcelain industry began in the Tang Dynasty, prospered in Song and Yuan dynasties, and peaked in the Ming and Qing dynasties. Over the years, the center of porcelain production moved from the tributary areas of the Chang River to the mainstream area. The organization of the industry evolved from the rural porcelain making while farming to the urban professional handicraft industry. Resulting in the formation of the 4-mile-long historical district in the ancient town along the east bank of the Chang River. At the beginning, while studying the cylinder of Yue wells and producing its own gray clay cylinder wells, Jingdezhen was the first to make the white clay with white glazed porcelain in southern China. Which broke the porcelain industry pattern of South mixed green and North mixed white since the Tang Dynasty. During the Song Dynasty, with the mature and large-scale production of the shadowy green wells, Jingdezhen discovered a way of utilizing the high-quality, local raw materials at their best. That ranked itself among the most famous porcelain producers of the nation. Since then, numerous extraordinary inventions and innovations in the history of ceramics took place at Jingdezhen. The wide application of kaolin clay greatly improved the overall qualities of the ceramics wheels. The creation of the blue and white porcelain of the Yuan dynasty led the Chinese porcelain industry into the era of colored porcelain. The development of overglazed decoration in the Ming and the Qing dynasties further established the Jingdezhen porcelain's unparalleled standing in the world. The formation of the organization system of the urban handicraft production, as well as the improvement of the early industrial buildings and the specialized equipment, marked the comprehensiveness and completeness of Jingdezhen handicraft porcelain industry. British scholar Dr. Joseph Needham has made the statement that Jingdezhen was the world's first industrial city. Jingdezhen's superb handicraft porcelain techniques came into being based on learning widely from others, inheritance from generation to generation, and constant innovations. For over 1,000 years, Jingdezhen has observed the essence of other famous porcelain producers of the nation and has established a virtuous circle of learning, absorbing, inheritance, and innovation. In that, Jingdezhen handicraft porcelain techniques have been constantly improved and have gradually formed a complete handicraft porcelain technique system, including clay and glaze preparation, shape forming, firing, and various decorative techniques. If we say that the handicraft porcelain industry has supported the city of Jingdezhen for over 1,000 years, then it is the huge, complex, efficient, and ingenious system of techniques devised by dozens of thousands of artisans and craftsmen that established a strong fundamental support, enabling Jingdezhen to become the leader in the world's porcelain industry and the admirable porcelain capital and handicraft city of the world. Mr. Adam Smith argued that the division of labor is beneficial to improving the proficiency of labor, inventing and improving tools, which result in increased labor productivity. Jingdezhen handicraft porcelain industry provides a strong support to this theory. Since the Ming Dynasty, Jingdezhen porcelain industry has gradually evolved into the urban handicraft industry stage. The porcelain production involves complex processes with fine division of labor. As the saying goes, it takes 72 steps to make a ceramic well. For any porcelain production technique, from throwing to trimming, and joining to color filling, the craftsman starts as a juvenile apprentice, specializes in one area for his whole life, and continuously improves his skills to the extreme. This dedication has satisfied the technical requirements of diversified products with high quality. On the other hand, Jingdezhen handicraft porcelain manufacturing steps are interconnected and form a mutual dependent system. Therefore, the fine division of labor has put higher requirements on the production system and the teamwork spirit of the craftsmen. In the complex production system, it is hard to say which manufacturing step in the entire production process is more important than the other, as each one of the steps has an impact on the quality of the final product. Also, most defects occurring in the porcelain production processes are unapparent and cannot be foreseen before the kiln is finally opened. Therefore, in addition to thorough technical specifications, The production management also requires the craftsmen to be fully accountable for their own operations without creating potential issues to the downstream processes. This kind of interdependence of the processes helped cultivating Jingdezhen's unique collective craftsman spirit. The collective craftsman spirit not only requires every craftsman to work in a meticulous way to pursue excellence, but also promotes the spirit of teamwork among the various processes. Each operator must not only respect the outputs of the upstream process, but also be completely dedicated to and responsible for his own operation to avoid defects that may impact downstream processes. It is the collective craftsman spirit embodied by the fine division of labor and the strong sense of responsibility that helped the Jingdezhen porcelain industry achieve its unmatched status in the history of ceramics. Led by the collective craftsman spirit, Jingdezhen traditional handicraft porcelain techniques have experienced over 1,000 years evolution and accumulation, and have formed a unique craft culture and a complete system of intangible cultural heritage. With her unique concepts, wisdom, generosity, and charm, Jingdezhen traditional handicraft porcelain techniques have become an integral part of the Chinese traditional culture and historical cultural heritage. Inheriting and innovating the traditional techniques is protecting our common spiritual home. Carrying forward the fine traditional Chinese culture is inheriting the noble temperaments of our nation. Jingdezhen traditional handicraft porcelain techniques are a common cultural heritage of all mankind. Jingdezhen belongs to China, but also belongs to the world. China, China.